Hey, afternoon, everybody. This is the Fair Catch Sports Show. Once again, we're on episode 17. Hope you
Woo.
guys had a great weekend, a great week. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna jump right in a minute. At least how was your weekend?
It was the weekend, Did my thing, did some work, went to the store.
Nice.
Typical weekend. Did what I had to do on Sundays. And so
Yeah,
that
not for
was my
me.
weekend.
No, it was not a typical weekend for me.
Same old same.
I had to. So my wife's birthday was Saturday, so
Oh, that's nice.
I had put together a surprise party. So we ended up surprising her for her
That's
birthday.
nice.
So yeah, it was a lot of work, but I'm thankful for everybody that helped out, that pitched in, that came through. So she really enjoyed it.
That's very nice.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. So she had
So
a great time. And, you know, I didn't even, and it's so crazy because I didn't even realize that Father's Day is next weekend.
it is. This is weekend. I
No,
still
I
have
was
to.
like,
I have to figure out when I'm gonna get my dad and stuff. But to all
yeah,
the fathers out there, you're beautiful people. So
yes, yep,
I
yep.
still.
All the fathers out there, hey, man,
I still have to take my brother out, and I guess we'll go pick him up something. I haven't decided what I'm gonna get him yet, though. So
yeah. Happy early Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
yeah, bro,
Um, you know, It takes a real man to be a father, man. So for those
bro,
who really in their children's lives and doing what they got to do,
all
hey,
you fathers out there,
salute to y'all. Congratulations, man. I
Mhm.
hope your kids and if you have significant others, celebrate you, and I hope you enjoy it because fatherhood is awesome. I love it.
Even you pet dads out there, you too.
Yeah, pet. Yeah. There you go. Hey,
Pet dads out there, you
you can
too.
start celebrating that. So hey, guess what? That's your thing. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real. Hey.
Some of us have more kids than others, so it is what it is.
hmm
Man. But no, it was. I'm glad you had a good weekend. But yeah, we'll get to rolling. Um, so Minicamp happened. For those
hmm
who've been keeping up with the team, who've been on Twitter or whatever every day, watching every move. Minicamp happened. Y'all know this. I don't know. I wasn't really. I'm not gonna lie. So
So basically, I mean, there was good and bad.
yeah.
That's the best way I would put it. I feel like they got better on the
Mhm.
last day. So like Thursday, right, was probably the offense's best day. Have most people tell it, but for the most part, it was about what I expected it to be. With
Mhm.
Caleb being a rookie and all, there was good and bad. So I think I think it's good that they did mini camp, got everyone together.
Mhm.
I think there's still some questions that need to be had, but for the
Yeah.
most part, it went about how I expected.
Yeah.
Offense has some good moments, defense has some good moments, so
Mhm.
good
That's
and
really
bad
cool.
between it all. So no complaints from me.
I saw a couple of videos, whatever. I didn't really because last week was busy week, as I just said. I was trying to get ready for my wife's birthday, surprise birthday party, so I really wasn't able to follow everything like maybe normally. But I did watch day two, the press conferences after that.
hmm
Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon.
Kyler Gordon and Tevin Jenkins, I think it was
Yeah,
too.
somebody. I think I missed Tevins, but I saw Kyler Gordon and Jalen and Flu. So, but then I had to do something. But uh, I like what Jalen and Kyler were talking about because they really it's enough to say that it's enough for people to say you're a good defense, and then you may be sad, you may be chirping, but they really believe it. It seems like they're not resting on their laurels. They really are
Right.
putting the work. They like, yeah, nah, we finna show everybody how good we really are. And to me, it's like they ain't. While they respect the offense, they respect the players on their team. They like, nah, look, you ain't getting nothing on us. We don't care. Like we trying to win every game. I mean, every day, every practice, all that. So
I love it. I
I
love
like that because
I
that
freaking love it.
iron sharpens iron.
I
You know what I'm
love it,
saying?
bro.
So I like it. I like it. It was just the way they were talking, man. It was
Mm-hmm.
some crazy questions. I remember somebody asked Jalen Johnson. How does he feel now that he's got his, got his money basically? He's like, do you feel secure? He's like, I'm always been good. Like I've always been come and do my job and be a professional. Like, yeah, it's nice to have that money secure behind you, but I'm gonna be the same guy I was before. I always came to work, always did
Exactly.
being
Like,
professional. So that ain't changed nothing. Like so
right.
basically, he like, I want my money. I want what I feel like I'm worth, but I ain't he not motivated by money.
Right. He's not motivated by his bread. He's motivated on the field, and that's what I
Yeah.
like to hear. I thought
He,
that was great.
he motivated by being the best.
You're
So
right. So,
and that's to me is awesome because those people a lot of those guys that have the talent but are motivated to show you they the best, they succeed a lot, you know what I'm saying? With others who
yep.
just motivated by money, they only last for a while and then it's over with. So, I
Exactly.
like the fact he's trying to be a leader. Um, I thought it was interesting, like I think it might have been the second day or something. I saw Flus was talking about that Tremaine Edmonds is making a difference being in the middle. Like it makes a big difference because how tall he and how big he is. Like Caleb is like, oh shit, this Mark Hughes. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's making a difference. Like he's learning real quick. It ain't as easy as you thought it was gonna be. Like, and I think other people, maybe fans, are starting to realize, like, yes, while he's ultra talented and all that, hey, it's gonna be a learning curve for him, man. Because
Oh, it's gonna be a process, but
yeah, because hey,
you gotta support him and like,
mhm,
rally around him and stuff. I do think there will be a learning curve, but he'll be fine. And he'll be
mhm.
fine.
Yeah, he'd be fine.
He's already learning a lot, so
Mhm.
I think it'll only help him get better. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think that they're realizing that like they want like they were hopeful that he would be at a certain position and maybe he's not, so they putting in the work to
get him there.
get him there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to see that. Like that's the thing we didn't really see, from the last however many guys we had here, regardless of regime. It's just they're actually putting in the time and effort into making sure that the guy that they is considered the starter, they gonna make sure he's ready to go. No matter what. They not just gonna be
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, huh?
from day one. So
Right, yeah, yeah, exactly, Mac. That's what I'm saying. Like they exactly. And Flus said he ain't facing the number twos. It's not happening. So um they not yeah. He
yeah.
already said
Yeah,
Flus
like
said
the
he
first
won't
day of rookie minicamp, Flus was like, "I'm not even playing games. Like he's the starter, right?
yeah,
Like so, like by the time he got OTAs, it was just like flat out. He's working with the ones that's that.
that's
Like
it.
he wasn't playing all these games and all that mess. So
Which I like that. It's like, they've learned a lot. I think I remember I messaged you about this. I was like, I wish it's good having somebody that has experience because you're not basically doing a trial, trial by error. Like you could tell that to me, you could tell the difference in having an experienced play caller in Shane Waldron than Getsy. Like
hmm
you can tell that Shane is like, nah, we need to do this, we need to do that. Like they making the necessary steps to make sure that the offense is, one
on
well
his
organized.
P's and Q's. I
Yeah,
still think though that they should sign someone like Ryan Tannehill. That's still just me, but
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
obviously
I agree.
like
And
obviously Ryan Tannehill would come in knowing he's just there to
he's
like
better.
mentor Caleb,
Yeah,
right? But
mhm,
like I just think having like a vet in there would be so valuable to Caleb.
yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I already told you, I'm like, y'all
And
got
this
great.
isn't even a shot at Bajent because I actually like Tyson Bajent. I just think that with the room being as young as it is, it would
Mhm.
be nice to have somebody who
No, it makes sense.
that
No,
has.
it ain't no shot at Bajan. It just makes sense. Like Tannehill has seen dang near anything you can throw at a QB,
Mhm.
damn near, because of how long he's been in the league. So it makes sense to have him come in versus like, okay, if something happens to Caleb, then you got Tyson, who still has only had 1 year experience, and he only played what 4 games, 5 games, something like that,
Four,
4 games.
four and a
So
half.
four and
Yeah.
a half, yeah, 4.5 games. So it's like it's not like he has a whole lot of starting experience. So why not bring in a guy that has way more starting experience?
Right,
Just in
exactly. Like
case,
Tannehill's been a starter for how many years? Like exactly my
man.
point.
You know what I'm saying? Because at least you have, if you're in the win now mode, like we feel like they are. At least you have a guy that you can come in and be like, all right, yeah, we
Uh,
decent.
Exactly. Like that's why I'm kind of mad Joe Flacco got signed as quick as he did, because that would have been another name I looked at, like Joe Flacco or something,
Where
right?
did he go? I missed that one. Where did he go?
Indianapolis, I think. The Colts.
Oh,
I
okay.
think he's with the Colts. So like, I wish he would have been on the market a little longer. I would have snagged him up. Like,
Hmm.
I feel like that's just so valuable for someone so young, right?
It
Like,
is because you just never know. Think about this.
especially Joe Flacco, who came off the couch and had the season he had.
Hmm.
Like that. Oh, bro. Like.
Look at last year. The Colts. Perfect. You just talked about 'em. The Colts signed Gardner Minshew, right?
Mhm.
And I forget who the other guy they had, but they knew.
Sam Ellinger, but he been there for a minute.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But they drafted Richardson.
Uh-huh.
Everybody knew he was a starter from day one. It wasn't a mystery. And then all
Right.
of a sudden he gets hurt in what, game 3, 2?
Four game. Game two, he came back. Game three, got hurt. Game four.
Okay, yeah, something like that. Yeah. So then it's like, okay, you got Gardner Minshew came in, and guess what? They make the playoffs with
Mm,
Gardner Minshew. Why?
almost.
Because he has the experience. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's like you said, it's not a shot at Tyson. It ain't no shade at him at all. It's just, hey,
No.
if that happens, you need to have a solid backup plan because Brett Rippon ain't it.
Right. Yeah, Brett Rippon doesn't have that many starts either, though.
Right.
Like, yeah, he's 27, but like he doesn't have many starts under his belt either, right? So it's
Mhm.
like, do you really trust a Rippon or a Bajan to like? I mean, I feel like Bajan can hold down the fort, sure,
Yeah.
but for how long? Because, like we said, he only played 4.5 games, and if you look at the teams he played in those 4 games, it was a very bad Raiders team,
Mm-hmm.
a very, very, very bad Panthers team that
Mm-hmm.
we barely beat. Oh
Barely
my
beat.
lord, that game had me stressed. The Saints, right? I think it was.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
Saints
Saints
and the Chargers.
and the Chargers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and in the Saints and Chargers game, he didn't play that great. So,
Yep.
like at least with Tannehill, you would know you could get at least a couple good games out of him, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
knock on wood, you hope you don't have to see him. But I'm just saying, like, you talk about someone who can also win you the game as well
Mhm.
if something did happen to Caleb and you needed someone to play, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because he can play. It's not like
Mhm.
he ain't the greatest quarterback, but he ain't
He's
like,
not the greatest quarterback, but he's serviceable, right?
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's been in every situation. He can win you the game here or there. So yeah, like I would not hate if we ended up with someone like a Ryan Tannehill. I just
Yeah.
feel like that like I would wait though probably till like after the preseason, like see
Hmm.
what Rippin and the other dude they signed, Austin Reed can do, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, if they're not really moving the needle, then if I'm the Bears, I let them go after the preseason, and then I bring in someone like Tannehill, right, to kind of like
Yeah.
be that guy for Bajan and Caleb, because I think it would benefit Bajan too.
Yeah, I think Austin Reed gonna
With
be on
with
the practice
Bajan
squad.
being only 24, so
Yeah. Yeah, I think what is this? Austin Reed gonna end up on the
Austin
practice
Reed.
squad. I don't think they're gonna let him go.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
be practice squad, but I
Yeah.
mean, like, yeah, you'll. I think a QB3 would be good for him though on the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sideline,
Yeah.
during the game. So yeah, that's why I say if they let someone like Rippon go and they bring in someone like even Blake Bortles because he's still out there too, or like a
Mhm.
Ryan Tannehill, I wouldn't hate it. I would not
Yeah,
hate it.
yeah. They just need somebody. They just need somebody
I think a
more
vet in the
experienced.
room would be good.
Yeah, it's just
I
yeah,
think.
you need that. It's kind of like everybody is saying, they hope the Bears re-sign Yannick. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
saying that we don't feel like it's the people not saying they don't feel like the Bears defensive ends aren't, we don't have enough depth. It's just like, hey man, he's just better than most of the
E-
guys he got. So,
exactly.
like, why not? I mean, and he's a vet. He was playing pretty good before he got hurt. Why not bring him back on a one year deal or
Right,
maybe a
just
2 year
a,
deal? Who
a,
knows?
a cheap 1 year deal to kind of just mentor the room this year. I wouldn't hate it. No.
And he told everybody in the world where he want to go. He said he basically been telling us he want to come back here,
Exactly. Like
unfinished business. He's
I
not
I
hiding
think
it. None of that.
I think they just got to get the price point right, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Like they got to get the price right. But I think I think he should come back. I think they should want him back too. Kind of like with Mercedes Lewis, right?
Yeah,
Like, and that's another thing. Mercedes Lewis, yeah, he's not, he's not gonna be that guy that gets you like 800 yards, but he's a good guy in the room to have because he's so
mhm,
experienced, right? You talk about year 19, like that does wonders to a team and to a
man,
room. So
and
that's
they
what I
and
say.
they
That's
love
what I say.
him.
Yeah, that's what I
They
say.
love him.
Hey, if you want to bring in a guy like Tannehill, I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah, dawg. I was happy when I saw the Mercedes Lewis sign. I was like, thank you, because I felt like he was really good for the team. You
He
could tell
was.
the team he galvanized the team, with in different ways. So it was like, okay, that's good. And like you said, if something happens to one of the other two guys, at least he good enough to do
Right,
something.
he can fill in. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. So
he can still catch. He's obviously he knows how to block. He one of the best blocking tight
really
ends
good
in the league
blocker.
still.
Love a blocker.
Right.
Yes, a really
So
good
it's
blocker.
like
So
he
yeah,
can go in and fill in because you just never know with guys. So that he's a
it's
really
the
good step
NFL,
for him.
man. Like things happen. So
Hmm.
you always want to be ready. Like you always want your guys to be ready, and that's why I think having that vet will help too, because it can help a guy like Beja be ready. Like okay, you got to be ready for this moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
And
So
I think they use, obviously they probably use minicamp to see, okay, what we got right now, what we lacking at.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they wouldn't make a move like that until after like camp and stuff and preseason. They'll probably let them duke it out now, but they'll definitely be looking at the room like, okay, is this really good for the room, or could we upgrade this room and make it a little bit better? And I think you won't be able to determine that until training camp and
Right.
preseason.
I think even then, I think they'll try to get, if they're gonna sign Ngakwe again, I think they'll sign him before camp because
Yeah,
last year he signed late as hell, and then I
yeah,
think
he
this year
signed what? Right before the season. It was like
Mhm.
it was after the preseason, wasn't it?
Yeah, damn near, yeah, yeah. He signed it last, yeah. He was,
He
yeah,
signed like I'm
a
pretty
week,
sure he signed like 2 weeks before the
yeah,
season or something. I don't
yeah.
remember, but it was late.
It
It was
was,
after the preseason, I'm pretty sure.
it was. Yeah, he signed. Yeah, I think it was right before the season. Yeah, two
It
weeks,
was like
like 2 weeks.
two I think it was like 2 weeks before the season.
Hmm. So I think that's why I think he'll come in if they do want to sign him. They'll sign him before training camp so he can get a
Yeah.
whole full training camp. And plus, I think it'll be good, especially for like somebody like Austin Booker, who, uh, he's getting rave reviews about.
Hey, what I say, Julius,
That dude.
bro, this man been balling in camp already. You
Yes,
see
he
it,
has.
bro? Like, I can't believe it, bro. It's crazy.
But he's
Like,
cold, man. He cold.
he is he's so cold, bro.
Yeah, he gonna be good, man. He's gonna be good. I still like. I wanted to hear something about the running game. I ain't really hear nothing. Like it was
I
just.
mean, it's hard. It's kind of like with linemen, right? It's hard
Mhm.
for the running game to really get going because you're not in pads, right?
Yeah,
So you can't really
yeah,
like gauge where they're at in terms of that because they don't have pads on. So it's kind of like the linemen. You can't really get an idea of what the linemen are going to look like without the pads on, right? So
yeah.
there-
Then they said something like, what, Nate Davis was rotating with was it
he
Bates?
was yes, he was rotating with Ryan Bates, but also Ryan Bates and Coleman Shelton have been rotating at center too. So
Yeah.
that'll be interesting, and I think that'll be a story to watch in training camp.
Hmm.
Um, how what I they're always going to look for the best five. At the end of the day, the best five are going to play. So if that's Coleman Shelton as center and Ryan Bates at right guard, that's what they're going to do. So we just have to see.
Yeah, and I think
Competition,
even then,
competition breeds success, in my opinion. So
even
like,
then, I think we talked about it last show. Like even if Bates, he's gonna get snaps in practice at guard and center because he can do both of them.
he
So
can do both.
that
Because
doesn't
let's
necessarily
let's
mean.
be real about the situation. You can't trust Tevin Jenkins or Nate Davis to stay
Nope.
healthy. So you need Ryan Bates to be ready to kick in at guard
Absolutely.
if we need it, right? Because that's the thing is having Coleman Shelton there is he could play center, right? So
Hmm.
all you would have to do is move Ryan Bates to either one of the guard spots and then put Coleman Shelton at center.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yeah. Yep. It'd be easy because be real easy. And then guess what? Like you said, they've been rotating them in and out, so Caleb will have a familiarity with both
with
of them.
both.
So
Yes,
it
with
won't be just
both.
like
So
it's that
it,
high
it
ball. It won't be.
exactly.
It won't be
So
like Sam and
if any scenario Ryan Bates had to move to guard and they had to put Coleman Shelton at center, there really shouldn't be that big of an issue because he's getting chemistry with both guys. So
hmm Yep, yep. That is exactly right. Just they doing stuff way better, man. That's the one thing I'm happy about.
hmm
Yeah. This last couple years were terrible, terrible,
hmm
terrible.
they're trying. I give them an A for trying.
Yeah, I
So
give them that. Yep. It looks like
we have to see how it goes during the season, but for now,
I can tell you one thing. One thing that is interesting because I know a lot of people were thinking like I know even myself was like Keenan Allen's probably gonna see a lot of the early receptions, but it looked like DJ and Caleb got a real connection going on. So
yeah,
I might have been wrong. I might have been wrong.
we'll see.
I just thought Keenan was going. I just figured they had a relationship. He
Well,
always
they
looked for
do,
Keenan.
but another thing is Keenan's been in and out, of
Yes,
OTAs and minicamp, and same with Rome and stuff. So really, it's been DJ who's been most consistent because he's been there every day. So
yeah, but I
there's
think
that. Because if you really notice too, it seems like at least for now he has more of a connection with Gerald Everett than he does Cole Kmet. I expect that to change once we gear up into camp and stuff.
yeah,
But that's because Gerald Everett's been there. Cole Kmet missed a couple days too. So
hmm
it's really been that too, right?
yeah,
I think like I said, once camp really picks up and the pads start to come on, then I think that's really when guys are going to start separating themselves and things like that.
hmm
Again, with t-shirts and shorts, it's really kind of hard to, I guess, gauge really any player at this
yeah,
point. Because really, at this point, you're just installing the offense, getting to know your teammates,
hmm
getting to know what players like and dislike, what coaches like and dislike, and all the things, right? So really, it's just like installing what you want to do, getting to know people. So camp is more so the real setting, more of like a practice setting where you're practicing the plays and things like that. So
right. Yeah,
camp
just
is just
just
like
working out.
it's like a warm up period. That's basically
hmm
how I see camp and OTAs. It's basically a warm up period. You're just, you know, basically you're at like a novice level essentially. You're just like at the peak level of like, because you want to get back into the swing of things. You talk about taking a break from
Yeah,
what, like January and stuff. So yeah, it's just getting back into the swing of things. But like
mhm,
camp is really when it's gonna be like, okay, who's standing out, who isn't, blah blah blah. Because you always have OTA heroes who do fine in OTAs with no
mhm.
pads on and shorts, and then they stink in the regular season.
You're right. But it's
So
funny because I saw that.
there's that too. So I caution people to, in that sense, to say that yeah, it's cool, but at the same time, don't get too excited. Like it's t-shirts and shorts.
Don't tell defense
What?
that, boy. Them boys,
What?
don't tell
I
the defense
know
that. Them boys, good.
hey, I'm same with the defense. It's like, cool if you make a highlight play here or there. I mean, that's great. That's what you want. But at the same time, you can't really touch people either though. See what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
like,
they taking it about
you know,
as serious as they can, even though they can't really touch people.
and I
But they
love
are
that.
like
I love that. I
they
think
are.
that's great. I think that's great. I'm just saying, like for me, it's like
They
yeah, this is
they
cool, but at the same
they
time, it's like it's also shorts and a
they
t-shirt.
not
So,
playing no games. I was just like, apparently
like
Jalen
I
Johnson
like
had to
man,
go
for
over and
real,
check Adam Johns because of his report. He's like,
right?
you need
He's
to
like
add
those numbers are wrong, chief.
wrong. Yeah, we'd have had a couple of sacks and all this other stuff. Like, damn, that like okay, it's real, huh?
Bro, he was serious about it too. I loved it. But yeah,
hmm
I think camp is way more exciting. When I went to camp, yeah, it's way more exciting because like they actually have pads on and stuff,
hmm
so they can do a little bit more contact and stuff. So it's a lot
It's
more
gonna be
fun.
interesting, man. Because we'll get the pads to come on. We'll get to see.
Yeah,
Definitely
you'll
get to
really get
see.
to see the trenches really too.
Yeah.
But that's another thing. I'm more of a trenches person, so for me, this was kind of the boring period because I
Mhm.
like the trenches. I like the dogs in the trenches. So and they can't, like I said, they can't really do nothing. So it's kind of like, oh, okay. you
Yeah,
know.
yep, yeah. Well, we're gonna find out. Well, I ain't gonna say real soon because we got a long ways to go.
Yeah, end of July. So, but yeah, we're gonna find out. I think it's gonna be a fun camp. Them tickets are gonna be hard to come by. Like, bro,
Yeah,
when them suckers go on sale, it's gonna be a madhouse, bro.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy because it was like that last year. I
It
remember.
was like that last year,
Mhm.
and it was just like, damn, like, bro.
Yeah, if
And
you not
especially
spending.
now with Hard Knocks coming, it's
Mhm.
really gonna be a pain.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up next. Hard Knocks. So yeah, it's uh I think me and you, yeah, we both agree. Like Hard Knocks, it is what it is. I've never watched it. You ain't really watched it either.
I
But
mean, I watched it when the Lions were on it, but really, it's not really my thing like that, like that. But you know, I guess it's a big deal for some people that the Bears be on it. I
yeah,
really don't care. I care about winning games during the season. I could care less if Caleb Williams eats waffles for breakfast. I really don't care. Like I hate to be that one, but I don't care if that man eats waffles for breakfast. Like is he putting us in a position to win football games? That's what I care about.
what is
And
he doing
at
on
the
the
end of the
field?
day,
Yeah,
so
what is he doing on the field?
right, what's he
Does that
doing on the field?
translate
Like
on the field? Yeah,
because with Hard Knocks, depending on who it is, they'll go inside the players' lives, and that part I just didn't really care for because I'm just like, what are they gonna do on the field? Like,
mhm.
are they gonna be balling on the field? Like, that's what I care about. So, I mean, but I get the excitement for people who that's their thing, like they like Hard Knocks and things like that. Like, good for them. I get the excitement in that sense. But for me, it's just like I just want to see the guys on the field, and I want to see them lead this team to wins. Right, that's all I really care about.
Right.
Uh, the other stuff is just extra for me. I feel like the other
Mhm.
stuff is extra, like Hard Knocks and stuff. That's extra. I just care about winning games. So
Right. Yeah. I was the same way. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy because a lot of people were, fans are going crazy and all that. I'm just like, okay, just another thing. All right, just add another thing to what they got going on. Like I really don't.
exactly.
I don't really. I'll watch probably. I might watch a couple of episodes, but I
It,
ain't gonna be checking for it like that. Like
yeah,
I'm the same as
and
you. I don't really. It don't. It's just like I started watching the what was that quarterback series that was on
I
Netflix.
actually enjoyed the quarterback series. It's
So
just I'm glad they're not bringing it back for a second season and that they're doing receivers. Because again, I just I guess a lot of it is like I just don't care for the player's personal life. That's their business,
yeah.
right? For me, and that's how I feel about it. So like me personally, I just don't care. So
Mhm.
like I'm more into like what are they doing on the field? Like when they documented the stuff they were doing on the field, that was like cooler. Like seeing Kirk Cousins on the field in that perspective, that was cool. But like his family life, like it's cute that he's got kids and he goes home and reads a story to his kids. But also part of me's like, okay, like that's America every day for the average working person. So
Mhm.
you see what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
I mean, at least with receivers, like this receiver, like that's the second season is receivers. It's like Amon Ra, Justin Jefferson, and a couple other people, I think. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess it's the same setup in a sense, but I know at least the majority of them don't really have kids or nothing. So
Mhm.
I guess their lives would probably be more interesting. They'll probably be like at a party or something, or like on
Right.
vacation
Stop doing
somewhere
something like that.
in
Yeah.
like Aruba or somewhere. That would be kind of dope, or like
Mhm.
something like that. I don't know, but
Yeah. Who knows?
yeah, I mean, it was okay. I liked it, but it's definitely not needed, and I think that's why I didn't like the in-season Hard Knocks that they're doing. Like the in-season Hard Knocks, I didn't care for it.
Yeah.
It's just like again, I'm just not into that. What they do in their personal lives is their business. It's
Mhm.
not mine. So, and that's
Yeah.
just how I feel about it.
I
So,
just think we have so much access already. And I
exactly,
just don't.
exactly,
It don't even. It doesn't pique my interest like maybe it would have back in the early 2000s or something. Like,
exactly.
I remember when like for instance when Miami had formed the Big Three, like
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they had closed practices and stuff. Like yeah, I want to see that, but obviously we didn't see it. But like this, I don't really like, bro. I see. every day is a different. Somebody putting a video, something
Exactly. That's what I'm
it's
saying.
like,
It's like with the rise of social media now, it's
yeah,
like you have more access to these professionals and these celebrities than you ever had before. So it's like a show like that really doesn't have a purpose, I guess, in a sense, like it did back in the early 2000s
right,
and stuff like that when everything was a little more private and tight knit. So
right, yeah. Now you get everybody, and even everybody. A lot of these players on what Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
exactly, that's what I'm
Everything.
saying. Like you get more access nowadays than you did back then. So like back then, I get the hype for Hard Knocks and things like that because social media wasn't what it is now, right?
Mhm.
Now with social media, it's like, bruh, Caleb be on there every day, talking to
Every day.
fans, like bro, I basically know what he's doing. Like he was at a bar. People posted about him being at a bar. Like, see what I'm saying? So like if they did a like one-on-one with Caleb, like essentially like what are we doing, right? Because like everybody knows what he's doing at the exact moment because he's always posting about it somewhere, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, exactly. It's like so. It's kind of like, okay, I already know you. You out already. You know, you're making sure that you're in the public eye.
right,
You know
you're
what I'm
making
saying?
your rounds and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. So
like
it's
now
like,
that he's making his rounds, it's like, all right, like we're gonna know about that before they even put the episode out. So then it's gonna
yeah,
be like, you see what I'm saying? Like
hmm
we're already gonna know what he did supposedly that day before the episode even comes out. So it's gonna. I feel like that just doesn't do much for me.
yeah,
And then also like I just don't care. Like it's funny because it's like again like with social media now, it's just like you know what these players are doing pretty
hmm
much at all times, unless they just don't do anything and they go incognito. But 9 times out of 10, you know what these players are doing. So
right. And a lot of stuff is even that they're doing hard knocks. You're gonna shoot have it. I mean, all the Bears beat writers are gonna be at training camp damn near every day, so they're gonna be tweeting and stuff. It's like,
exactly. So
oh,
it kind of like spoils
hmm
what momentum they would have. See what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that seems cool, but it's gonna be spoiled anyway. So it's gonna be like, I mean, I guess you get it visually and you can see
yeah,
it, right? That's the only difference. But it's like if you get visually what's gonna happen, it kind of to me it kind of defeats the purpose.
right, yeah. I know we're gonna see plenty of. I know we're gonna still have plenty of stuff that we might not get from the media, but still,
Right.
it's like,
But like that was the difference with the quarterback series is like it was during the season. So like usually during the season practice is usually closed for some
mm,
people, for some teams, right? Like during the season. So it's like you actually got to see that perspective in the season, like during
yeah,
the season and things like that. So that's what made it kind of cool was like, okay, you actually get to see what an NFL practice kind of
yeah,
looks like, blah, 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 how they prepare for games and things like that. That's the difference. And I think that part is cooler because it's like no media head can spoil that because they're not even there to. So
right, yeah,
they're
that,
only
yeah,
there. They're only there during the season, during the press conferences that the players have during the
right,
weeks.
yeah. And they get every now and then they'll let them in to some of the
Right.
practices, but mostly
Right.
they
Every
don't.
now and then they'll be there for like a practice or two, but usually it's like they're not there. So it's like that's what made it so interesting was like, okay, this is what they do to prep. This is what they do
Hmm
during like their week as they're
hmm
preparing for Sunday. So that I
Right,
thought that aspect was cool because like I said, during training camp, media is always there. Fans are there, like blah blah blah. Like it's just different. But
it
like
was
during the
funny.
season, it's a lot cooler because
I
it kind of leaves that suspense for you to be like, huh, so that's what a player does.
Because it was funny last year. Because remember, y'all were going like you, Greg, different
Yeah,
people. Just like we were hearing stuff from y'all before the media had even put it out. And it's like, man, like I already knew that. Like like, oh, what's it? Justin had a good throw. Like, well, we already knew about that. Like, so you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, hard night for me. Uh, it'll be interesting, I guess. But like, half the people gonna talk about it anyway. And if I, you know what I'm saying? And
Right, exactly. Like it's gonna be spoiled anyway, so I really actually don't have to waste brain cells watching it.
right, it's like, man, okay, I'll watch a
Like,
little bit of it.
like
We'll
I
talk
know
about it.
everyone's gonna post their favorite clips and things like that, so I ain't gonna miss nothing. I'll be like,
Especially,
oh, okay,
especially
cool.
now, like you know, he's especially with Caleb, like
Exactly.
he's the darling right now.
Caleb loves the limelight, and I like that about him. I like that about him. He loves the limelight. He loves the attention, and I love that about him. So it's like it'll be fine. Like Caleb will make sure we see him. Okay,
Yeah,
he will make it be known that we see him. So
and that's
that'll be
cool. You know
cool.
what I'm
But
saying? That's what he want to do. Some people love the
yeah,
limelight.
that's what I said. He
Some
loved a lot, and I like that about him. He
yeah.
loved the limelight. He loved to be seen, and I
I hate
like
when
that.
people try to compare, like, yeah, he might love the limelight, but let's see what he do on the field. Like, I don't care. Like,
That too.
don't
That
don't
too.
don't diminish other people because there's, you know, like, let's be real. Tom Brady wasn't in the media really like he is now.
No, Tom, he wasn't a limelight kind of dude.
Oh,
Like after his career was over, yeah, but like if you notice, like during the season and
you see
the
that,
off
man?
season and stuff, he wasn't in the limelight like that
You don't see
because
that,
he
man.
was too busy working on his craft, right? Like Tom Brady, okay, I'm gonna be real. There's a reason he the GOAT. Okay, like he cared about football. Like that's all he did. Like that was his life. Like
Yeah,
he didn't care to be like, hey, look, I'm at the beach, or hey, look, I'm over here doing, like he didn't care about that. Like he cared about football. He was
that's
out
like
there throwing footballs.
that's like
Like
Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, you see his wife and his brother, but you don't really
right,
see him.
because his wife and brother love attention, but you don't really see Mahomes like that. Like Mahomes, like that's why everyone was laughing at his dad bod when he came back for OTAs. I'm like, that's because that man's living his best life. Like he being a
Yeah,
dad, like he hanging with his kids, like he is living his
yeah.
best life. Like he
He,
does not care.
he probably was kicking it with his pops the whole time.
Man, for
Like,
real.
that
Like
man,
he
that
did
man
not
cared about
care, bro.
football
Like he
at all.
came to work with a dad bod, and guess what? He's still gonna be one of the best quarterbacks in the league with one of the best records, and will probably be back in the Super Bowl. So
Yeah, he'll be in shape by the time the season
like
starts.
he will be in shape by the time training camp hits.
Hmm.
Right now, he's living his dad life, and I love it. I think it's great.
He said, "I ain't. This ain't for this. Just we just going over stuff that maybe y'all came up with or
Bro,
whatever, or rehashing
he's
the same
he's
old
doing
play."
exactly what he does every year. He's
Yeah.
down in Texas throwing to Travis Kelsey, probably Xavier Worthy. Who else did they
Mhm.
get? Hollywood Brown. He down there with his receivers right now.
Yeah, Miko Harmon back, so they got him
Right.
back.
So
So
McCole Hardman. So yeah, he down there
yeah,
training with his guys. And
that
he
man.
might go to a game here or there because he was at the Mavericks game with some of the guys. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I saw
I
that.
mean, other than that, he's working. So that's who he is.
Hmm.
He's
Yeah,
not a big limelight guy like that either. Now that's not to say there's guys who don't like the limelight and ain't ballers, because freaking Caleb's a baller and he likes the
yeah.
limelight. LeBron likes the
LeBron
limelight. He
loves
loves. So
love
we all know LeBron loves the limelight. LeBron loves attention,
that
loves to be
man.
seen, but he backs it up on the court. So as
Yeah,
long as
yeah.
as long as Caleb Williams is backing it up on the field, hey man, he could do whatever he wants.
I mean, everybody. Yeah,
That's how I feel
everybody's
about it.
different, man. It's just some people like the limelight, some people don't. Like you don't got to be. It doesn't make you any difference. Like you could say
Connor
what you want to
Bedard don't
say.
like the limelight. That man don't have social media.
Who?
Connor Bedard.
No, you don't at all.
He don't have social media. But that's just who he is. He's not a big see me type of person.
Right. It's just
A
like Jokic.
dog though.
Jokic
He's a
don't got
dog on
nothing.
the ice though. You
Jokic
know?
don't got no social media. They had to basically
No,
beg
Jokic
Jokic to
don't
do
either. No,
commercials.
Jokic don't. Jokic likes to be back home with his alpacas or whatever it is,
His
lambs or whatever.
horses, his wife, and his kid. That's it.
Man, in his home, in his hometown of Serbia or wherever he's from, like that's where he likes to be, riding
You just,
horses.
you just have guys like Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan won the greatest power forward ever. This man barely did any interviews, and barely did any
He
commercials.
did he did what he was contractually obligated to do. That's what he
Correct.
did.
That man
Like
was. That
he
man was.
just didn't like that. That's just some people. Like that doesn't mean they weren't dogs though. They were still dogs, but they weren't.
Yeah, they just don't like. It's same thing like what's my man name? Mike Trout. Mike Trout don't do. He don't do none of that. None of that. He
Mm-mm.
like, nope. I'm not doing none of that stuff. They barely got him to do any commercials. You know what I'm saying? They just now really started getting him to do commercials and stuff. He wasn't doing none of that stuff. You'll see him at the Eagles game, and
Right.
that was it.
But that was it. Like even Curry likes the limelight. Like you see him on commercials all the time. He's out doing stuff. Like you be
Mhm.
seeing him, people talk about it. Like he likes the limelight. He
He
a
does.
baller too. It just depends on people's personality. Some people
Yep.
are just they're extroverted people. They're not, or I mean introverts. They're
Introvert.
introverts.
Yeah.
Some people are like that. Like I'm an introvert myself. I really don't go out unless it's work, school, or with somewhere with my family. Like
Hmm.
that's how it's been most of my life. Like I'm an introvert. I don't go out.
Yeah.
That's not what I do.
Just cause somebody ain't in all in the media, all that doesn't mean that. And that's what something we was talking about before we came on the show. Like just because somebody is not all out there in the media, showing off and all that doesn't mean that they're not like ingratiated in the community, all that stuff. Because a perfect example, I was just thinking about it, is Jalen Brown.
Yep.
I saw a tweet, all the stuff this man is doing just for the communities that he's involved in. Like none of this stuff is public. Like he don't brag, he don't say nothing, he don't be all on TV, all
Nope.
his fans, Instagram bit, all none of that. He just doing what he got to do, but he's making such a big difference in the communities that he messes with.
Exactly, bro.
Like
Like
you don't have to be all out there just to say, oh well, he's ingratiating the community. That's fine, yeah. If you that's what you want, but don't like there's people out here doing really good work and you'll never know about it.
you'll never know about it because they don't put themselves out there to be known about. Like
Mhm.
another example, Russell Wilson likes the limelight. That man is always like you see that man
Yeah.
everywhere, basically. And now that he's
Mhm.
with Sierra, you really see that man. Like
Mhm.
some people just like the limelight. They like it. Like they like being seen. Like me,
They love
bruh,
it.
nah,
They
I don't
love it.
need to be seen. I
They
don't need.
love it. They like being seen.
Yeah,
Shit.
right. Like they like that limelight. Like
You look
some
at
people don't. You
two of
think
the
of
greatest NBA players
Laramie
ever.
Tunsil, right? Laramie
Yep.
Tunsil is one of the best left tackles in all of football. And you never see this man at OTAs. You rarely ever hear from this man. But guess what? He's doing stuff for the community. He's working his tail off and he plays football.
Same for what's his name from San Francisco? William
Trent
Trent
Williams.
Williams. That man don't do no interviews. He did an
Nah.
interview with
Bro.
was it Eric Armstead's podcast?
Yeah.
And that was really about it. This man be
Yeah.
out here just putting in work.
Yeah, he put in work. Like he missed one day of mandatory OTAs to go to his daughter's graduation. I said, yeah, see, Trent Williams is me. A mood.
Yeah,
Family man.
yeah,
Like
that man he ain't
some
all
people
all
just
that.
he don't bruh. Some people just ain't they ain't
They
out
do
there
what they
like that.
gotta do, man. They just like, hey man, I'm here for a job. That's what
Right.
I'm here
I'm here to
for.
do my job, go
Yeah.
home, and
Or
and that's that.
they'll do different things and be like, hey, don't put that out. I don't want the
Right.
public to know. It's it's funny that like it was for a while, like people like Jordan don't do this and all that, and then you
Right.
find out this man is he didn't donate to a hospital. He doing all these things
Exactly.
nobody knew about, but because it had got so to the point where people were just basically like, this man don't do nothing. They had a show, and it's like now nobody's really talking about it because it's like, well, y'all said he wasn't doing nothing, and they showed you. So how you feel? Like
Right. Exactly. Like
that, that man's doing a whole lot more than many of y'all even could have fathomed that he's doing. So it's like,
exact like and we all know the killer Jordan was on the court. Like that
yeah.
dude was a dog, bro.
But he don't like the limelight like that though.
Nah,
Magic does. Magic loves it.
Magic's
Magic
another one.
loves it.
Loves the
Loves it.
limelight. Like
But Mike,
loves it.
Jordan don't
Like
even want
but
you to know he anywhere. That man,
right. Like Jordan doesn't want you to know where his location's at. None of that. Like, but Magic Johnson, he don't care. He be tweeting, "How y'all doing today? Hope y'all have a happy Monday." And you'll be like, "Look at Magic out there making sure the fans are good." Like that's
I
who
can
he
say
is.
firsthand, like Jordan. I went so I had two stories. First one, I went to Michael Jordan camp. Man, I was like 12, 13, something like that.
Right.
Jordan, like you could tell, like he wasn't. It's not a he was standoffish, but you could tell like he don't like being in
He's an
line
introvert.
of big cut. Yeah, he
Yeah.
don't like he ain't with all that. Like even even when they was shaking hands, you could tell he just was like he was uncomfortable. Like yeah, like he wasn't feeling that. But like Scottie Pippen, cause he came, like he was shaking everybody's hand, you picking up people, all kind of stuff. But it's like Mike, like it was so funny because we was outside, like people like, hey, Jordan's Ferrari's out here, so people were standing by taking pictures and stuff, and Mike was in the window like, no, don't touch it, don't touch it. And then Scotty came outside again, was saying hello to everybody. It was just like it's two totally different personalities. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
That's like me and my twin. Like my twin is like she loves people and she'll talk to anyone. Me, I'll just stand in the back. Like
yeah, yeah,
that's what makes us work so well. Is like I'm the polar opposite of her. So everything she is, I'm not. It's really funny.
that's hilarious. That is
It's really funny. Everything she is, I'm not. Like she loves people. She loves like being out and like talking with people. Me, I'll just stand in the back and be like, "Yep,
mm-hmm.
hi." Like that's me. But
Yeah, yeah. I'm yep. My little brother, he's like that. He'll talk to anybody, all that good stuff. I'm chilling. All right, I'm over in the
yeah,
corners, sitting there just
yeah.
observing it.
I'll be like, I'll be in the car. Like that's how it's always been. Like
Yeah, yeah. So that's cool, man. But yeah, I'm glad that again, Caleb is here for the people that need that need
right.
somebody to.
Hey, his fans are exactly who I thought they would be. People who love attention and love to be
Mm,
seen. That's
yeah.
great. Good for you. Happy
Hmm.
for you. You and Caleb go great because
Yeah.
y'all love attention. Y'all love that
Love
limelight.
attention. So that he is the guy for you.
He is the guy for you because he
Mhm.
loves it too, and he embraces it. Good for him. I
Yeah, I
like
like
that
that.
about him.
I like
He
that.
does
That
not, and that's the thing is he doesn't care, and I love that. He just does not
does
care.
not give a
He's
damn.
gonna do what Caleb Williams is gonna do, and he doesn't care if you like it or not. I love it. I think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, he's secure with himself. He don't give a
he is so comfortable with himself and in his
mhm.
skin, and I just think
He
it's
could care
fantastic.
less what anybody thinks, how they
He is
feel.
fearless.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. I like that part about him. I like that he gonna do what he wants to do.
Right. He's gonna be
He right
Caleb.
along
It's
with it.
great. He's
You know what
gonna
I'm
be
saying? If
Caleb.
you don't like it, like if you say something wrong about him or if he feel like it's wrong, he gonna
He
if
gonna
you
let
find
you
out
know.
about it,
That's
he'll
the
come and
that's the thing. He gonna let you know. If he
mhm.
think you doing something side eye, he gonna let you know about it. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah. And I like that. I like that. And everybody's different leaders, man. So he seems like he's a pretty good leader, contrary to what some reports have said. That still remains to be seen because we never know what happens. Anything can happen, so we'll see what happens as far as that. But
People
right
just
now, he's
people just want to hate on the young brother. That's
crossing
all.
the T's, dotting the I's. So right now he looks, hey, great leader. You know what I'm saying? So that's awesome. I hope that if anything negative goes down, that he remains the same because that's what I want to
Exactly.
do. What do you do in adversity? Like, how do you
Right. What how you gonna handle adversity?
do
He'll
you
handle it
fold?
fine. He'll
Right.
handle it like he always handles adversity. He'll handle it like he's Caleb Williams.
As
He'll
long as
be
yeah. If he don't fold, he the guy. He the guy
he
because
he,
hey,
he
we
gonna he
already.
gonna handle he gonna handle it just fine because that's
Mhm.
that's how he's always done it. He's good.
Plus, his pop's gonna be there to make sure that he don't go the other way. Like
Yeah,
he's got a good support group that's not gonna
I,
let
I
him
I
do
like that he
some
stays true
weird
to
stuff.
true to himself. I
Hmm.
think so many people try to be something they're not. Caleb, he's
Right.
true to himself, and I really like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't ask him to be something he's not because that's not him. So,
Right.
and that's fine. I like that.
He's gonna be Caleb. He's gonna have that moxie, and it's
Mhm.
it's great to watch. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Just let him be himself. You know what I'm saying? Just like DJ. Like DJ's hilarious. That my
I love
DJ's
that man.
hilarious.
He's so me. It's funny because he's so me sometimes. Like when they did that video talking about who did they have winning the finals, and he said, "I don't care," and they ended the video. I'm like, that is me to a T.
Yeah, that's DJ
I'm
is
like,
hilarious.
DJ is awesome. I
He is
like
so
he is so
funny,
cool.
man. He's
He's
funny
so
without
cool.
sometimes he's funny without even trying. He just
Right. He don't even try. He's just funny by nature. It's
But they
great.
said that like it is like he lead, and I remember he was talking about his leadership. He was talking about how he's the one that leads by example, and I like that because I feel like I try to do that because that's to me that's more comfortable than just being all rah rah and
Right.
all that. I don't like all that. Like that's stupid because some people just do it just for people to be like, oh yeah, he's all in your face. And no, no, what are you getting accomplished by doing that? Nothing. So you know, I like that he's leading by example. And I hope that trend continues. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, me too. Me too.
because
You know.
yeah, he's yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that he's proven the naysayers wrong last year that said he wasn't the number one. Like now
Bro,
people talking
that
about
was
him.
some crazy Panthers fans, bro. They was out of their mind.
Well, it wasn't just him. National media was talking crazy
I was
too.
just like, I know Panthers fans ain't talking about this man ain't a number one.
But it just shows you, sometimes some people go to different markets and they don't get just because they're in a small market or whatever, they don't get the same
Bro,
love
it
that
be that
somebody else.
Bears tax, bro. I promise, it be the Bears tax.
That too. You know what I'm
They
saying?
hate the Bears, bro.
He
They
wasn't
hate
getting
them.
love. He wasn't getting love like that. I mean, he was. People knew he was good, but it like
Bro,
they were
he
still
should have
doubting it.
made the Pro Bowl last year.
Absolutely.
And the All Pro team.
I still don't understand how he got snubbed.
I don't get it, bro.
Like
Like,
how?
bro,
How does this
like
man
you
just
compare his numbers to the guys that went, and I'm sitting here like, are you serious? He's not like he should have been in the Pro Bowl last year, bro.
he if across the board he had some of the best numbers in a lot of categories. You know what I'm saying? Or you had guys,
Bro, better than guys that were in the actual games.
man.
Like it just you know what, bro.
Yeah,
And then he should have made the All Pro team. At least second team.
absolutely should have made All Pro. I
He
don't
should have
think
made All Pro too. Like they were bugging on DJ Moore last year.
yeah, they
The disrespect was crazy, bro. Like
yeah.
I'm just like, and this man was playing hurt and still playing well,
Mm-hmm.
and couldn't sniff the like.
It just amazes me that the man has been consistent his whole career, been putting up consistent numbers, but yet you still ain't giving him no love.
Still disrespecting the man, bro. I don't get it,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I
Like
don't.
he didn't have a big time quarterback before he came here, or he didn't really play with one. Like you know,
He had Cam at the end of his career.
But Cam, they weren't really
That
at
was
that
the
time.
end of Cam's career. That's what I'm saying. That was
They
the end of
weren't
Cam's
looking for him
career.
to be Cam that he was and went to Super Bowl. It was just like, okay, just be good enough. So
But that Cam Newton was still solid though.
no, I'm not
Like,
saying. I'm
but he
saying they didn't
wasn't. He
ask him.
wasn't the Cam that everybody knew and loved. Like he wasn't that Cam.
They
But
didn't ask him to do that though. That's what I'm saying.
right, they
Like
didn't
they
ask
were
him to
looking
do
at
that.
him like you're just basically a placeholder when they
Right.
should have been like, hey dog, do your thing. But he talked about it like they didn't really let him do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Just like in New England. We all know what happens. I mean, it was obvious.
Dog,
Blind
because
wanted to see
really,
that.
real talk though, that first season with New England before they got Mac Jones, he actually looked decent. He actually looked good. And then like they tried to change him and stuff, and I'm like, oh, they're
Trying to
making
hold
it
that
so
man
Mac
back.
Jones wins this job, bro.
Trying
Like,
to hold that man back, man. Trying to hold him back.
bro, that was crazy. Cause he actually looked like a dog that first year in New England. I ain't even finna cap. Not finna
Mm-hmm.
cap.
Yeah, nah. But see, hey, that's what happens, man. Oh, before I forget, yeah, congrats, Mike Tomlin, for an extension, man. That man.
Bro, can we talk about how they try to run this man out of town every single year, and this man still comes back with new money?
Mm.
I just
3 years,
laugh at people. I mean, like, y'all really thought this man was about to be fired? Really? 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 The
3 year
man who's
extension.
never had a losing season in his life was about to get fired? Really? Bro, I would beg for a coach. I wish one of my coaches had a winning season every year. How
Yeah.
nice must that be? I don't know what
Yeah.
that's like. What is that like? Someone explain it to me.
That man is, yeah.
What is
Mike
that like?
Tomlin's a
I
real
don't
good.
know what that's like. Yet somehow every time I'm on my timeline, oh, Mike Tomlin needs to be fired. This, and this, and I'm like,
Man,
dog,
I tell you right now.
bro, I would kill for a 10-7 season with 3 different quarterbacks in one season.
Let me tell you something. When
Bro,
that rumor was talking about the Bears, when they were talking about the Bears trying to trade for him, I was like,
yeah.
please.
I wish, bro, I was begging for them to do it. I'm like, I hope the Steelers are dumb enough to do it. I
Yeah.
hope they are. Please do it. Because
Pittsburgh,
we'll
keep
take
doing
her
it.
right here.
We'll take it.
Bro,
We'll take him. Don't worry about it.
bro, this man won 10 games with 3 different quarterbacks. 3.
Good, man. He
Mitch Trubisky, Mason Rudolph, and Kenny Pickett. And people wanted this man booted. I
This
don't
man
get it.
coaches, man. He said it. If
I don't get it.
I don't run from coaching.
I don't get it.
I'm going. I want to coach a player. I don't want to run from it because if I'm running for it, then that means I'm not a coach. So
Man, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I feel like that man deserves every penny he gets. He glad he got his extension. Good for him. I
mhm.
knew he was getting extended. People were acting crazy. I'm like, he's getting extended. If you think he's not, you're on crack.
That's right.
Okay.
That's why you don't hear none of his players say anything crazy about him, even when they leave. It's always the organization. You didn't hear Antonio Brown said everything except for Mike Tomlin sucks.
Exactly. Like,
That's
bro, like, come on.
he
Mike Tomlin will leave the game of football when he's ready to leave the game of football.
yep.
Trust to believe that. He's especially, bro, he's not leaving Pittsburgh unless he wants to.
Yeah,
Okay.
they not
Like,
gonna let him go now.
they're not gonna let him leave, bro. Like, I don't know what people think. Like, this man, they love him there. Like, Rooney loves him there. He's gonna be there as long as he wants to be there. It's
Uh-huh.
really that simple.
So they
Like,
got another guy ready to succeed him, and that might not be for.
and that's another thing with the Steelers. They don't go through coaches every year. They're content with keeping coaches for like decades. That's what they're content with doing. Like, they've only had what, six or seven
Something like that.
in their whole
Nah,
year.
but that was hold on. I think they've only had
Six. It's like
maybe
six
6.
or seven. They don't have many because they're content with keeping the guys they have. Like,
Mhm.
they're not into they're to coaching carousels. That's not what they're into. They're like, oh, this guy's doing a good job. We'll keep him. Like, I think Bill Cowherd coached there for like 15 years before they hired Mike Tomlin. Like,
No,
that's just how they operate.
they've had 3 coaches since 1969.
Three. That is insane.
They've had
Three?
they've had 16 head coaches throughout their history.
Okay, 16.
They've had 16, but since basically Chuck Noll, they've had 3.
Damn. Well, yeah,
Chuck
Chuck
Noll,
Noll, Bill
he coached
Cowherd,
for
and then
23 years,
Mike
and
Tomlin.
Howard did. It doesn't say how long he did, but yeah, I think so.
Cowherd did 15, I think.
Yeah, 15, and then now Tomlin.
And then Tomlin's done what, this is 18th year, I think they were saying. Like, this is
Mm.
what I'm saying. Like, the Steelers, they don't fire coaches. They're content with the guys they have. They'll
Yeah, so
just be like,
91 to 2005. Yeah,
yeah,
15 years, and then Tomlin's been there since. Yeah, yeah, they ain't
2004 or
2005,
7,
6.
5,
Yeah,
6. However long it's been. It's been a while. 2006.
that
But
long.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that's what I'm like. People are mad about it. I'm like, did y'all expect them to fire this man? Like, y'all really thought they were gonna fire Mike Tomlin?
Yep. So yeah, Chuck Noll 69 through 91,
Damn, really?
Bill Cowher 92 to 06, and then Tomlin 2007 to present.
Damn, yeah. See, like, it's not what they do, man.
Wow, they don't. They
69 to 91 is crazy.
they figured out the formula. They figured it out. They like, yep, nope.
That's why. I don't get why people are outraged. I'm like, y'all really thought they were gonna fire Mike Tomlin?
They were just
Like, they were never gonna fire. I hate ring. They were never gonna fire Mike Tomlin. Sorry, guys who wanted Mike Tomlin. Sorry, people who wanted Mike Tomlin. It was never gonna happen.
never gonna happen.
It was just not gonna happen. It's never.
That was somebody. That was somebody in the media trying to get a story going. There's no
I guess they'll be like, "Oh, it's just Mike Tomlin's last season. Who does he go to next?" He'll be right back. And I said it then. I'm like, he'll be right back in Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
And then when he decides he wants to hang him up, he'll hang him up in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh, he's not going on.
He is not leaving. Like that, bruh. They'll give him the money he wants. He's not leaving. Okay.
Yeah,
Like, and even after he leaves, even then, I don't think he'll go into broadcasting or anything. I think he'll just retire in the Poconos or something, I guess.
yeah,
I don't know.
he might, but I don't. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. He might. He even if he did retire from NFL, I think he'll still find some way to do some type of coaching. Because
Yeah, but I don't even think it'd be in the NFL. It'd probably be like
yeah,
college, high school, even.
he'll be like a consultant or something. He won't.
Right.
coach like
Right. He won't
full-time.
like, he wouldn't be in the limelight. He'd be like an office assistant or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Like, he'd be like an assistant somewhere.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. It doesn't seem like he plans on slowing down anytime soon. He's only in his 50s, so
Yep.
if he wanted to, theoretically, he could coach another 20 years if he wanted to. So he's still relatively young. So I don't see him slowing down anytime soon. So
Wait, hold on.
yeah. And as long as he wants to coach, he'll be coaching, and it'll be right where he's at right now.
Mm-hmm.
So for anyone who wants to get their hopes up, hey, maybe, okay, I'll leave you a slimmer hope that maybe it happens. But I give it like a 5% chance he leaves.
Yeah. Nah, yeah.
5%.
He ain't
Like,
gonna go. Nope. Never.
yeah, I don't think he leaves Pittsburgh. He like it down there in Pittsburgh. If he was gonna leave, he probably would have left
Yeah.
already. I'm just gonna be real on that.
Yeah. He ain't going nowhere.
Like,
Going
I'm
nowhere.
just gonna be real. If he was gonna leave, he would have left already.
He's not
So
going anywhere. Um, yep, he's not going anywhere. So
I I wouldn't
Chelsea,
either, bro.
yeah, I
Like
won't go nowhere either. Why?
with my pedigree and they like me down here, yeah, I'm
They
good.
are they are top notch organization. Like how many organizations are even on their level?
Not many, bro. Probably the Chiefs
The
and the Niners
Chiefs,
and
maybe the Eagles. The Eagles are
the
probably
Eagles
fourth.
and the Niners. That's
Eagles,
it.
Niners, yeah. Niners are probably up there right now.
That's probably it though.
Yeah, because I wouldn't say New England is anymore.
Not anymore. But yeah, like
Yeah.
you think only one AFC team, and that's really the
Maybe
Chiefs.
Green Bay. Green Bay. We'll say Green Bay up there.
Yeah, yeah,
Green
that's
Bay.
it, Green Bay.
Yeah.
But besides the Chiefs, I mean, he's in the other stable organization in the AFC.
Yes.
So
Yeah. So it's not really. I don't foresee him leaving to go somewhere else that's not on the same level as the.
exactly, and that's only a handful of teams. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So it's
And
like
most of them got coaches there.
there's no reason for him to leave. None. Like, bro, he's been one of the best organizations in the NFL. Like
Right. He's not leaving to go to the
he's
Cardinals. Hell.
he's not leaving. Right, he's not leaving to come to the Bears. He's not leaving to go to the Cardinals. No, it's just not gonna happen. You have
Mhm.
to. It's not gonna happen. Just like I told people Jim Harbaugh wasn't gonna happen. I'm like, you know
Oh my
what?
goodness.
Jim Harbaugh wants control. You know what McCaskey doesn't want to give up?
Control.
Control. So you
Control.
know why that was never gonna happen? Because
Never.
McCaskey was never gonna give control or full autonomy to Jim Harbaugh. It was never gonna happen.
I
Yet
don't know
people are
why
like,
people.
it could happen. I'm like, no, it's
No,
not
man.
going
It's
to.
not going to happen, man.
It's not.
I
I'm
told
like,
y'all.
yo, I would know better than most of y'all.
Y'all gotta understand. Me and Elise are both Michigan fans.
Like,
The whole Jim Harbaugh talk we knew was BS from the
bro,
start.
the
Because
crazy thing was is he literally was this close to coming back.
yep.
This close, like literally, had the Chargers not offered him the job, he would have came back.
Yes. People don't know
Like
that.
he would have been back. Like that's why they made Sharon Moore the head coach, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
there was this very slim, very close chance he would have been back in Michigan, and he would have just kept Sharon Moore as OC and kept Jesse Minter as
That's
DC.
it. Yep.
Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
like
he wasn't. Yeah, he was. He used the Bears as, hey. Guess what? He helped the Bears helped him get to the Chargers for real.
right,
That's
like
really what it is. He used
he
him to
was
get what he wanted.
like he would have left for the Vikings last year too, but they weren't serious, so he went back to Michigan because in his contract, like it was written in every contract, he's allowed to explore his options in the NFL after the end of every season.
And he wants control too.
And
So
he wants control. He wants autonomy, and that's what Michigan was giving him, and that's what the Chargers offered him: full autonomy.
that's why
So,
he didn't get. That's why he didn't get hired the first time. The Bears
yep,
they weren't giving him the
they
control that the
they're
Chargers.
ne- they were never going to give him full
The
autonomy.
Chargers basically hired the guy that they basically let go back because they
Right,
knew he wasn't gonna have as much power. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
hold on, real quick.
Like, you think about it, like Jim Harbaugh's basically the de facto GM there. Like, he's going to put that roster the way he wants that roster. Like, everything that happens with the Chargers this season, Jim Harbaugh had a say in it. He had a say. So, no. Like, he was not just gonna leave for any NFL team and be like, oh yeah, like I'm just leaving. No, he left knowing that he was gonna have full autonomy, and it was very strategic. He was only gonna leave if he was given full control from whatever team that offered him a deal, right? So that's what I said. If it didn't happen, he would have been right back in Michigan, and they would have taken him right back. Like that's how much bruh. But I think the Chargers will be decent. I mean, Jim Harbaugh is Jim Harbaugh. That's the best way I can describe it. I mean, he's not terrible. I mean, he got us a natty. Okay, so we got a natty out of it. So that was a fun time. But I don't know. I feel like he's a better college coach than he is NFL coach. But hey, happy for him. Glad he's back in the NFL and he's where he wants to be. Good for him. That's what he wants to do. Julius left me full in charge, so this is great. This is fun. I just get to blab at you guys, so that's fun. But no, the goal for me go to camp this year, but I think tickets will be hard to come by, so I'll probably have to sit there at like midnight, just waiting for the ticket booth to open. Like, I guess just to get my hands on some, but I definitely plan on going to camp this year. Definitely plan to do that. Like, can't wait to see all the guys. And then I don't know. I don't know which games I still want to go to yet. Haven't
Yeah,
decided.
yeah. I'm
But
trying. I was gonna ask you that. What game? Sorry about that. I was gonna ask you what games you have you thought of any games you going to yet?
I definitely want to go to the Thanksgiving game.
Yeah,
Obviously.
we thinking about
Uh,
we thinking about making that trip.
and then probably the Colts versus the Bears week. I think 3. That is they play in week 3. I think
Yeah,
in Indy. That's close by, so I wouldn't mind going to that one. But and maybe I'm thinking about Houston versus Chicago, but we'll see. And then maybe when they play Carolina again, because I just want to heckle Panthers fans.
yeah. My son wants to go to that Houston game because he's down in Dallas area, so he's like he wants to go to the Houston game. So I said we'll see
Right.
because that's a Sunday night game. So
Yeah, it is. That's the one thing. It's like a Sunday night, so we'll see on that one.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Cause if I
Yeah.
go to that game, I'm definitely gonna have to take a late night flight on the way home. I ain't gonna be able to hang out that long.
Right. Right.
Go there.
No, but I might want to just go to that Panthers game just to heckle with Panthers fans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just to laugh at Panthers fans. I might go just to do that, actually.
Oh, we destroyed them too. I'm so sad. I'm so
Bro, we
sad.
should destroy them.
I
The
hope
Panthers stink. We should destroy them. The Panthers suck.
and it's just because they fans just keep talking
It's
crazy.
in Chicago too, I think. So yeah, I really hope we destroy them because Panthers fans are obnoxious and annoying.
So we should have destroyed them last year, but we didn't. But
Bro, we let that game be too close to comfort for me. I was just like, and then, bruh, special teams was so trash last year. How you gonna let Amir Smith Marset run just willy nilly open down the field for a touchdown?
Yep.
On special teams.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't understand it.
It is what it is. Well, anyway.
But we got a better punter who actually won MVP of the day for, I think it was Wednesday's minicamp or something. Yeah, that kid got a leg, dog. Like Tory Taylor. Oh my goodness. Yeah, bro, he's just wow. Like he's just that dude. I don't know how else to put it. Like
yeah, he's definitely gonna.
He's going to be a weapon for us.
Weapon for sure.
For sure. Like, bro, he was pinning punts down at the 5 and the 1.
Yep. Easy.
And he would be all the way back there at like the 20.
They say it was easy. With ease.
With ease, bro. Bro, and it was windy that day, and he was still downing punts inside the 5 and the 1.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
He got super skill, man. He does. Super skill. Find the ball.
He a dog, bro. He a dog. Like, I'm so happy that man is on my team. Mm-hmm. That's all I can say.
Yep.
I
Well,
probably think about it.
yeah. So Uh, we were talking about it, guys. So for those who watching, we'll put out a message, a tweet or whatever. But we just gonna take time off until we get close to training camp, probably a week or so before training camp, because it's
Yeah,
really 6 weeks
nothing to talk
of
about, really.
nothing to talk about unless like a major trade
Like,
happens
right, if a
or
trade or a signing happens, then yeah,
yeah, something
obviously
major like it. Like if Yannick gets signed, then we'll probably do a quick show
we'll
about
probably
that.
do a pod or something. So like exactly, if a signing happens or like a trade, then
Yeah,
obviously we'll have a pod, but we're not gonna have like weekly pods just because at this point there's like 6 weeks until training camp. So at this point, there's
yeah,
nothing really else to talk about.
right.
So
It don't make sense to just be
it
on
don't
here.
make sense to just run episodes. So
Right. So
unless a trade or a signing happens,
yeah, we'll let y'all know. We'll keep everybody abreast of what's gonna
right,
happen. I know that Ray was talking about he had something in the works, so I don't know. So we'll see what happens then. Uh,
right,
by that time, 6 weeks is a good amount of time from now to the end. So who knows? Anything can happen. But yeah, man, we want y'all looking for the show next week. Like, hey man,
right,
all
and
that
be
like
like, where are they at? Yeah, no,
taking a break.
like we're
Like
taking a
summer break.
break unless some like Yannick gets signed or something. Then
Yeah.
yeah, well
Yeah. Other
obviously
than that, yeah, if it's something major, yeah, then we'll do it. But other than that, nah, we ain't really
right,
doing it because it's nothing to talk about. It's
right.
really
It's slow season right now. It's like
mm,
6 weeks till camp. So
yep and yep. So we'll see, man. Other than that, that's about it, man. I said I think Boston gonna win. So the
oh
finals,
yeah,
we'll see.
Boston should win 5 or 6 for
Yeah,
me.
I'm 6. I said 6. I'm sticking with it. We're gonna see. I think Luca and Kyrie gonna have a game where they both go off, and then they'll have another game where the others pick it up. But I just think Boston has too much for them.
Yeah,
Boston's more of a complete team. They got, like I was telling somebody, 6, 7 guys that can score 10 points a game easily. Dallas has 3.
right. So
Yeah, so
there's that.
there's that. Yeah, because PJ Washington, and that's even if PJ Washington decides to show up, because
Right,
you know,
bro.
and Derrick Jones Jr. He done. It's already
Bro,
I knew
Jason
that.
Tatum had an off shooting night and they still won the game.
Yeah.
Like
So,
Boston would literally have to crap the bed to give this
yeah.
series up.
Yeah.
Literally.
I don't see it. It's
I
just
don't see them doing that. So
and it's just happening and I've only watched a little bit, but it's happening like Porzingis, him and Horford allow them to get basically layout lines because the
exactly.
bigs can't sit in the lane because they sit in the lane, they're gonna get their face shot off because
Yep.
Horford and Porzingis gonna knock down jumpers consistently. So your ass can't sit in the paint. So Tatum and Brown and Derek White and Drew Holiday, they all had just running lanes to the lake to the basket. So
And finals MVP would probably for me would be Jalen Brown. So
yeah, Jalen
he's
Brown.
been he's been the most consistent, so I'd give it to him.
You know what? Now, right now it might be Drew Holiday because Drew Holiday he had 20. Well, he had 26 last night, and I think he had 18 the first game, 16, 18.
Yeah, but Brown had like 20 the first game, didn't he?
Yeah, but last night he didn't. His numbers weren't as great, but Drew
Like
Holiday,
he had like 19 points last night, I think.
yeah, something like that. But I
19
think,
20.
yeah, I don't know. Is he gonna be Drew Holiday right now or Jalen Brown? One of them two.
I just think that Jalen Brown disrespect is crazy. But that's just me. Like I said, I would give it to Jalen Brown, but I guess I would get them giving it to Drew Holiday.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying
Because
either one. But Drew Holiday has
because
put up some
Jalen Brown also was making plays he's been making plays on the defensive end as well in
because
both
Jalen
games.
Brown,
He's
yeah.
been blocking shots, getting steals. So I think just overall he's just been very consistent.
Drew Holiday's he had 26, 11, and 3. Jalen Brown had 21, 4, and 7. Both of them shot. Jalen Brown 8 of 15 and Drew Holiday 11 of 14. And then Tatum was 6 for 22. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it could go to either one, but like I said, with Jalen Brown blocking shots, getting steals,
well, that's what I'm
while
saying. It's the same.
while putting up 21, 4-7. I just think you have to take that into consideration.
They could
It's
honestly, they easily could get co MVPs. Like honestly, because both
yeah,
of them
and I
are
wouldn't mind that either. I wouldn't mind that either because I really do think if you want to give it to Drew Holiday, I would get that. But also, I don't think you can count out Jaylen Brown either. He's been
exactly.
balling too.
Yeah, both of them, both
Yeah.
of them.
So if they did a co MVP, I wouldn't hate it
Yeah,
because both have been really really good, and that's why I think this series won't be too long.
yeah.
5-6 games tops for me. So
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, y'all. I gotta get up out of here. So we will
yeah,
see
man.
y'all in a couple of weeks.
Unless something happens, but
Yeah,
yeah,
let's come happen. Love y'all. Appreciate the support like always, man. Yeah, and keep going.
counting the days till football season. I'm
Hmm.
counting the days.
Yeah, and then yeah. Next month we got a special surprise for y'all. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna spoil it right now.
Don't spoil it right
Yeah,
now.
we working on something, so don't worry.
Yeah, it's gonna be something fun. I can't wait.
Oh yes,
Oh man.
yes it
Oh,
is.
but I'm telling you, I'm counting my days till football season. I
Yep.
cannot wait.
Yes it is,
It's
man.
going to be great.
It's hilarious. So, but yeah, again, we see y'all later. Thank y'all. Hope y'all have a good, you know, half of y'all summer because we'll be back halfway through the summer. So
Pretty much. So enjoy your summer. Make good choices. Don't
yeah,
do anything I wouldn't do.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and
So
get out of here.
great.
Go touch grass, hug your families, whatever.
Enjoy yourselves.
Embrace the heat because the heat is coming. Oh my
It,
god.
it
I
is.
was looking at my weather app, bro. Some 90 plus degree days are coming. So
Yeah, I think it's Thursday or Friday.
hydrate,
Yeah.
hydrate, hydrate,
Yep,
hydrate.
get ready. Summer's gonna come. So
Summer is here.
all right, we'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.
Peace
See you.
out.